tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
The views and opinions expressed on Trudging Together are solely those of the host, co-host, and our guests. They do not necessarily reflect the views of any organization, fellowship, or other entity, and definitely not your boss, your neighbor, or that one guy in your home group. The content of this program is not intended to replace medical, psychological, or professional advice. If you're looking for that, please seek guidance from qualified professionals who spent way too many years in school. What you'll hear here is based on lived experience, recovery journeys, and the occasional bad coffee-fueled joke. Trudging Together is not affiliated with any 12-step fellowship. We are simply people sharing our stories and walking this path together, one day at a time. Thank you for joining us, and remember, recovery is serious business, but that doesn't mean we can't laugh along the way.
Yeah, teenage dirtbag. I'm just a teenage dirtbag, baby. Hello. Listen to Iron Maiden, maybe with me. Woo, woo, woo. Never saw the movie. Great song. Great song. It's by Wheatus. Wheatus. You're in Frederick. Welcome to Frederick. Frederick, Colorado, where we sell Fredericks. Where we sell Freds and Ricks. Oh, you got more chairs. How? Okay, I guessed right last time, but I didn't have any time to think about it. I just guessed. And when I use my intuition, I'm almost always correct, but it's too late for my intuition. The number 7 popped into my head. So my guess is that you picked up 7 chairs today. Oh, guess how many chairs total for today's score? Okay, I'm going to still go with 7. I'm going to go with 7. All right. Hey, guys, we got to stay entertained here. We just, if you just let me go off and preach, yeah, I'm like, you're not going to want that. You're not going to want it. This is just a more expanded thing to what I was talking about in the live earlier and I'm not done. I'm not going to, I've tried for the last 5 years to bring change, but nobody wants it, man. They don't want it. So, I certainly understand that I cannot change people. I understand that. And I'm not trying to control, but educating is certain, if we're going to be in this field, then we have to be pretty open-minded, right? But there's a lot of very close-minded people in this field. And, yeah, there's just something about me that, hey, 10 companies ain't wrong. I don't know what it is. People won't be straightforward with me. They won't tell you the truth. They won't hurt your feelings. That's not a true friend. See, if they told me, Dion, you're crazy. Dion, we're, and I'll tell you why they're not telling me the truth, because this is the truth. They're doing something they don't want me to catch, and I will catch it. I will. I'll see it. They're doing something they don't want me to see. That is the only reason you would deny me from helping you. Because I'm really good at this stuff. I'm really good at it. Anyway, all right. So this isn't, I'm kind of done reaching out to sober livings and RCOs and detoxes and stuff. They want it. They're letting anybody in. They're doing whatever the fuck they and all they're doing is give us the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. And we call that insanity. Welcome to Daily Trudge, where Dion runs his fucking mouth. That's right. I try. But the days of appeasement are over with. I'm not doing that anymore. Well, I was trying to meet people where they're at. They don't want me to. So things are going to change. If you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. See, this is the way that I kind of do things is if you need me, God is going to put you in my life. I can tell you right now, everybody in the grassroots, now, well, almost everybody in grassroots, almost everybody that I know has the story of how they met Dion. And it was never, it was, I was searching for this and I found this, I put in this and Dion popped up. Dion invited me to this meeting. Now it's my home. Okay. Now I'm just putting proof in the pudding here. That's all I'm doing. I'm not bragging. It sounds like bragging, so maybe it is a little bit of bragging, but that's okay. All right. I'm not going to break my arm doing it. I do get a lot of things done. All right. But I am tired of cutting through red tape just to help somebody. I'm not going to do it anymore. And if God wants me to help these people, He will present them to me. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to sit around and pick my nose and wait for people to show up. No, I'm not a person to rest on my laurels. It's just I've been trying to see other people's ways also during this last probably year and a half now, and it isn't working. What they're presenting me isn't working. I tried to get a little bit more into EBT, which is evidence-based treatment. Well, for an alcoholic, evidence-based treatment is too late. It's too late. We talk about prevention and we put up safe consumption sites. That is not prevention. I've tried to get on with safe consumption sites. I can't. I do not see the benefit to sitting there watching somebody do drugs. I see no benefit in it. Well, it's keeping them off the street until they leave. Well, at least they have clean needles. At least you're providing them with the things necessary for them to continue their addiction, and it is codependency. But that's where we're so great. Let's say safe consumption sites do help a little bit. Let's get on that. Let's say 5% of the people that go, and I'm making up a number, but even is it 5% worth it? It is, isn't it? Yeah, sure, it is, but it ain't that number. I tell you that. I'm giving some grace here. But instead, what if we went to the schools and taught the kids on what drugs and alcohol do to you? What if we did that part instead? Because we ain't doing that part, at least not in Colorado. Do you know how many lives you will save by doing that? It'll be a lot more than 5%. So why are we not doing it? Because people are lazy and they would rather sit around and watch people do drugs than save a life. That's why. And they'll be in recovery. The recovery field is full of unrecovered alcoholics. They are not recovered. They have not worked a program. Do you want somebody who says that they are a professional who actually has 2 to 3 months of sobriety helping out your child? No, you don't. Do you? I don't either. I know. And that's biased, by the way. That's stigma, by the way. It is biased. But it's true. This person with 2, 3 months doesn't have enough information yet. Okay. When recovery coaching came out, great. And it's still a great concept. What was the job of a recovery coach? To provide you with the resources that you're asking for. That is literally the job. That is all you're supposed to be doing. But when you're the resource, no, a recovery coach is supposed to help you get your driver's license, find a primary care physician, apply for jobs, these types of things, daily living types of things. What they are not is a spiritual advisor. They are not that. Okay. They will take you to the AA meeting. Okay. Some people are getting paid to drive people to AA meetings. Okay. Which isn't unusual. Treatment centers have been doing it all the time. Why not? I'm okay with that, actually. I'm fine with that. Yeah. Okay. But I'm here to help people. It is my one and only goal. All right. I'm going to do everything that I can. I did everything that I could over the last 5 years. I did. And I just, I can't, I can't find it in me anymore. It is time to pass the baton. There are plenty of people going, I don't need to worry about it anymore. The truth has come out. Whether people want to believe it or not is not up to me. So that means, and I truly believe this, I believe that God will send me the people that he wants me to help. Absolutely, he will. He continues to do it. So I don't need to go do all these other things, right? I'm going to give you a really, really, really good example. Aurora Mental Health. Okay. I've been trying to find all the good things. But they're just giving me the same bullshit. I have a different director. I'm on my fourth director in 5 years. Doesn't that tell you something? Fourth director. Yeah. I have to reestablish relations. I have to do this. Okay. Now, I was talking to somebody over there and the other day, and I said, why was Hazelbrook there? Because see, this event was invite only. Okay. There was no Eventbrite. There was not anybody could just show up. It was invite only. I'm surprised they let me bring 2 people with me. They're like, well, we were going to have one, but yeah, we'll let you have 2, Dion, because we don't have that many community people. See? Right? Well, why the fuck are they there? They're the biggest body brokers in Colorado, walking around with, when a sober living has enough money for vests and shirts and hats and stuff, something is wrong. Something's wrong. And if you don't notice that, please get out of the field. Get out. I've been trying to get them to be responsible for their fucking resources, and they refuse to do it. So today, I'm going to call them out. Aurora Mental Health and East Metro Detox did not treat me very well. That seems to have been forgotten. Okay? When I first showed up to orientation, everybody else had been sent a personality test to take beforehand. I was the only person that didn't get it. They didn't call on me in class. They didn't even, nothing. Nothing. I was not a part of that. Orientation. I get there, and I'm going to tell you now, I told Malcolm, who was the executive director at the time, I'm like, I would not be a good employee yet. Not yet. Not yet. I can bring you other people. I can help out here. So I get there. Okay, we're working. I couldn't even get them to put any AA literature in. I couldn't get anything done. The final straw for me was this. Okay. Ann Schutz was not taking our clients. And sometimes these clients need meds so we can put them into sober living. It isn't all about lorazepam and Ativan and all that. That isn't what we're talking about here. We're talking about heart meds. And they're refusing our people. And we were standing in the staff room, and my direct supervisor was there, and he said, yeah, it's a pretty big challenge. And I said, I know somebody, and we can try and take care of this and do it right. And these were his words. Good luck. I took that as a challenge. Now my supervisor knew I was doing it. Okay. I ended up getting a hold of the head person over at UC for emergency room. Right. I got in touch with her and told her what was going on. And I said, okay, from here, my part is over. I need to get you to my supervisor and the director, and I need to step back. That's literally what I said. I made the connection. They wrote me up for it. I got written up for it. They told me to be bold. They told me to do this stuff. All right. One day I sent my boss an email saying, hey, I'm not sure this is quite working for me. and I'm moving up north. Is there a place up north that I might be able to work? And you know what he wrote back? I accept your resignation. That's what he wrote back. I'm like, okay, I'll take care of this in the exit interview. Silence, silence, silence. I'd asked 5 times for a freaking exit interview. And the exit interview went this way. I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm sorry you feel that way. Horrible. From a mental health corporation and you're the exit interview person, horrible. You know what changed? Nothing. You know what? You want to know what's changed? The only thing that's changed is the color of the walls, where it's at. Sure, it's pretty. It's nice. That's great. I'm glad to hear they're taking care of the employees. I was really happy to hear that. Right? But no. We're 5 years now. 5 years, same bullshit. Yeah. And when you have to go through director to director, man, it it gets to you, right? So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to qualify myself here a little bit, okay? Because not everybody knows, and this will be short, okay? I have helped thousands of people successfully. I shit you not, I have helped thousands of people. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm talking about. I really do. But because I'm crazy, because I have mental illnesses, because I come across a little hard, it's because I give a fuck about what happens, man. I care. And yes, I'm willing to get violent to get what I need. That's kind of the problem, though. That's the problem. That's kind of a problem. Don't want to go there. It's clear they don't want it. How many times I hear, oh, you'd be the best for this, you'd be the best for that. But then when the job comes open, do they contact me? No, because this is a lie. That's not what they think. It's called kill them with kindness. Well, if I'm just kind to him, then maybe Dion will go away. Yeah, it didn't work, did it? For 4 years, I've been trying to get stuff done with Adams County. They won't know. They don't want to do anything either. No, I go to these, care committees, things like that. Nothing's getting done. In fact, they're talking like 2029 before anything is accomplished. 3 years we've been trying to put in a detox, and we still got to wait. Let's see. For it isn't July until July that they're going to look for a service provider. The permit hearings are in October, facility renovation in November, and early 27 is when it would look opening. So we're talking another fucking year. Another year. Because people do not, they don't care at all. I have literally had people say, yes, Dion, I did the interview. This was right after I left one place, right? I go there. They're like, oh, yes, Dion, we are so excited to have you on. You're this, you're that, you're everything we're looking for. I'm going to have our lawyer send you the paperwork, the contract to fill out. And they acted like I don't exist anymore. I'm not kidding. It has happened more than once. I tried to start a meeting up in Henderson. No go. I tried to start one at CRC. No go. Because people don't want to listen. They don't want to do what actually needs to be fucking done. Ever, it seems like. It's sad, man. And I've had a lot of support. I do have support. But when I go, I'm always alone. So thoughts and prayers are nice, but action is what solves the problem. It can be scary. I get it. I understand. But then my question would be is where's your courage in God? Nah. There's a lot of division going on in the recovery right now. And it is because of their hate for RFK. It's their hate for 2 or 3 people. Whether it's right or not doesn't matter. It's about hate. It's about popularity. It's disgusting. That it even AA itself is not going a way that I think is going to sustain. No. We're right now, people are, they're turning Dr. Bob's home into a historic monument, making money off of that. Somebody just made a movie that was at the Cannes uh, uh, festival, Conscious Contact of Bill W. Again, breaking our traditions. Everybody's running around breaking tradition. I keep getting emails from central office and GSO begging for fucking money, begging for money. Right? The person that runs our central office works less than 32 hours a week and is making $70,000 a month. And we got 47 phone calls on night watch. 47? That's less than 2 a night. And it is not a good number. So they're spending their time writing up how we should, when they should be creating 12-step work. That is their number one priority job. We pay you to create 12-step work, and you're not doing it. See, the problem is I'm perfect for every single one of these jobs. I've done most of them. Amber says 8 chairs. I missed it by that much. I had guessed 7, so it's close. Hey, good job. You may have all the chairs you need. How about this chair right there? You want that chair? It's a recliner for those that don't. And that's not even a chair. That is a kitty cat scratching post, actually. Or I would have thrown that chair out a long time ago. All right. All right. All right. So recovery taught me I can't save everyone, and that's actually good news. Now, I'm not trying to save everyone. Okay. I'm going off Chat GPT. It doesn't quite understand what I'm talking about yet. Okay. Yeah, I know I can't save everyone, but I can save some. I can try. Okay. But when it gets to the point where it's a detriment to your own soul, it's probably time to step down. And that's what I'm going through now. It's just, I've had enough. I tell you now, in the last 5 years, I've talked to hundreds of people. Most of them are gone. Most people leave this field because it's tough. And I'm not talking about the helping other people. No, the government makes it tough. The popularity makes it tough. Yeah. Amber says most free chairs are cat scratching posts. Yeah, most free chairs, huh? So a lot of us, we feel the call to help. And then they start trying to help everybody. And I watch people burn out in this a lot. Do you have any thousands of people I've seen that do this? Well, I don't know. Actually, I don't know of anybody that does it like I do it. But, in comparison, there might be some other people. I don't do takes and things like that. If I screw up here, I screw up here. And I'm going to show you how you fix it. I'm not like a lot of other people. That might be what scares people. I don't know. I do not know. But I do know it's not right. So, right. So it's really getting in the urge to save everyone. And I'm not talking about it misunderstood what I was saying, so I'm not going to utilize it. Because I'm not talking about trying to help the next newcomer. I'm talking about having the right support systems in place so that when somebody is ready, we have them covered. Yeah. Now, if somebody needs help and calls me and needs help, I will still be doing that. Absolutely, I will. What I will not be doing is seeking anymore. I'm not going to seek to align myself with anybody, see if there's a good company out there for Dion to work for, things like that. If I do get a job, it may not be in the recovery field. I don't know. I'm giving one place one more chance, and that's it. And only because I know this guy really well. Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna happen. They offered me an outreach job in November. It's February. Oh, we gotta wait for this. We gotta wait for that. Everybody, oh wait, everybody's so busy. We're so busy. All right. You know, Dion, I was over here doing this and it reminded me of you. Okay. Did you open your mouth? Thanks for the thought. What am I supposed to do with that? I thought you'd be a great speaker here. Did you go and tell them about me? No? Then all you did was think of me, and that, I'm sorry, but that just isn't enough for Dion anymore. Right? Now, if you were just driving around and you just thought of me, that's something different. But to give me half a compliment without, if you really thought I was going to be that good, you would have said something. So is it even a true compliment? Or is it that you're just telling me that because in a week you're going to ask me to do something for you? It's probably the second part. I'm not doing that anymore. There are going to be a lot of people in my life I'm going to have to start telling no, including the church down the street. I've asked several times, hey, let me utilize that down there. I'll keep helping. Nope. Then no. Then no. Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to have to talk to God about that one. Yeah. I think on that one, I think I should probably talk to somebody else on it before I make any kind of decision. All right. But for me, I'm tired of the bullshit, so I'm backing off. And I'm not totally sure what I'm going to do, but I do know the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to fill out my disability paperwork. It's the very first thing I'm doing. It's the next thing I'm doing. And then after that, I'm going to be looking into the sock puppets. I'm going to see what it takes to do that. You know, my grandkids are coming over this weekend. Maybe we can design some sock puppets and stuff. Right? Yeah. Yeah. You know, do something. Spend more time with my kids and the people that love me, like Amber and Michelle. She's here often. The people in my grassroots. Maybe I should build the grassroots meeting instead because clearly it's starting to work. Right? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. As far as the peer-led pathways, I'm not sure I'm going to do that because it isn't settling like I thought it would in my conscious. It still feels like I'm pushing the parameters. I don't know that I want to do that. So, all right, I gotta double check, make sure that they announce it. Yep, because Tyler is awesome. It was so cool yesterday. I went to the meeting. I didn't do nothing. I shared, I participated, but I didn't have to do anything else. It made me so happy. It made me really happy because that means it worked. It means it worked, man. All right. So this is the shift. All right. Because I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to believe everybody in my life that loves me and who is honest with me, who says, Dion, you're really, really good at this stuff. So I'm going to stop worrying about what the other people are doing and trying to put in my own 2 cents and educate and advocate and stuff. And instead of doing that, I'm going to put my energy into helping those people. Yep. So it's just a matter of shifting my energy and placing it in a spot that's going to benefit more people. And if that means that I have to help grow AA, then that's the part I'll do. Yeah. Yeah. I'd like to see some things happen, but yeah, I'm not. Yeah. So I'm going to shift that energy. So, all right. Send me your people, God, like you've been sending chairs to Amber. But maybe not that many. Maybe not eight, not maybe 8 people in at once. Well, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, sure, why not? All right. Thank you. I love you. Peace out.